Satan's structure. The most punishing structure ever devised. These men are playing Russian roulette with their careers in this environment. That chamber is a cold, heartless structure, willing to execute all that enter it. 6 men, but only one can survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're welcoming you to the first ever edition of No Way Out, the biggest roadblock to WrestleMania 2. This is Frank Dog, joined alongside Homer, and what a night we have. Explosive.
Tonight is huge, and we're going to see the most hellacious invention in pro wrestling, the Elimination Chamber match tonight.
That's right, 3 Elimination Chambers, 3 World Championships on the line. Careers could be shortened. It's all about surviving heading into WrestleMania.
And we're going to start it all off tonight with the ECCW Championship match.
Here comes the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin, who wants to regain that title here tonight.
You know, I think that Shelton Benjamin definitely is one of the strong contenders in this match tonight. I've been paying attention to what he's been doing over at ECCW. He's definitely been proving himself as somebody who deserves to hold that title once again.
That is correct, and the way he lost it, he's been trying to crawl back into contention. You see that chamber ahead, just above. What's it like competing in that chamber? Have you ever competed in a match that brutal?
I can fortunately say I've never actually been in an Elimination Chamber match myself, but one can only imagine. I mean, it's called No Way Out for a reason. Here comes our truth. Somebody who recently has had this thought in his head that everybody is out to conspire against him. I'm not sure why. Who thinks it's the right thing to do to whine and complain? I think that if he were to actually win tonight, though, it could definitely be a step in the right direction for him.
Maybe end all the thoughts in his head once and for all. He's been bashing everyone, calling everyone little jimmies, saying the little jimmies have held him back. People like Mr. Caddy and Shelton Benjamin.
I mean, he needs to just stop his complaining and actually just wrestle.
He's pretty much delusional. And Mr. Caddy and Shelton Benjamin have been screwed around too, so I don't get what our truth really thinks.
And I have to say, I'm probably one of the few people to actually say this, but I think that Drew McIntyre is one of the most underrated people here in WEDF. I truly think that he has the potential to be one of the greats here. If given the opportunity, I think tonight is actually that opportunity to do that for himself.
And Drew McIntyre has developed a mean streak. He sent Sheamus packing, and he beat Finlay to qualify in a very brutal match. Although he didn't beat Ezekiel Jackson, but he showed a lot against Ezekiel Jackson.
And he's definitely proving to everybody, at least publicly proved to everybody, why he deserves, at least for now, to hold the ECCW Championship, and later down the road, possibly even more. And I definitely believe in the ability of
Drew McIntyre. This is a match that can maybe favor him. He does have that mean streak. And, oh, here we go. Here comes the big Ezekiel Jackson.
perhaps the favorite in a lot of people's minds, former ECCW champion, the biggest in this match by a long shot. I mean, easily he could use his Elimination Chamber environment to his advantage, to his size advantage, his strength. I mean, this is probably his element if you think about it. I mean, he can just tear people apart in short careers using the Elimination Chamber.
I have to agree. You can use that chamber as a weapon, and Ezekiel Jackson's power and strength could really be an advantage.
I think that you would be a fool to not pick him as the favorite. I think that Ezekiel Jackson is my pick to walk out as the ECCW champion.
That may be true, but you might don't count out the crafty R-Truth or the high flying of Shelton Benson. Or don't count out this man right here. Wade Barrett.
You know, I actually forgot that he was in this match. One of my favorites on ECCW altogether. Wade Barrett is definitely a fighter in his own right. He's, you know, he's a bare knuckle brawler history. I mean, this guy is awesome.
Also, the bigger picture, and that bigger picture is winning the ECCW championship.
I think that much like Ezekiel Jackson, he doesn't have that size, but he's definitely one of the taller men. He's got that strong brawling background. He could definitely hold his own in this match tonight, given the opportunity.
And here comes the champion.
Of course, we can't count out Kennedy himself. He's been holding that title for a little bit now, and he's been proving himself worthy as a competitor on ECCW. Perhaps maybe down the road he might move forward. No one knows.
Well, Mr. Kennedy went back when he was world champion. He was unfortunate to miss that Elimination Chamber match. He got injured in a match against Matt Hardy and lost the world championship in the process. And then he couldn't even compete in the Elimination Chamber. And MVP, who had problems with management, took advantage of the opportunity and won that title back then.
Mr. Kennedy has the opportunity to defend his own title, so there are no excuses. So we're going to see just how well he'll do in this kind of match.
The question is now is which two are going to start?
I actually have no idea. We have not been given that information. I guess we're going to find out in a little bit. But it really makes sense for Kennedy as the champion to start off the match to prove that, you know, he can walk in as the champion and walk out as the champion.
That would show a lot of determination. It looks like Kennedy and Wade Barrett are going to start off.
And that is a huge way to start this match off. Remember, I mentioned Wade Barrett before that bare knuckle brawling background. He's just he's just got those hard punches. He's just a huge brawler. But you can see Mr. Kennedy is showing off. That might not be the smartest thing in a match like this. You might want to stay on your opponent and never take your eyes off the prize.
Mr. Kennedy very cocky. And sending Wade Barrett right on that steel. Already.
You can see the other man sitting in their chambers, waiting to get in this match. I honestly think that a strong prediction might be that the person who wins this match is the person who enters the match last.
That may very well be true. That's Kennedy. You see, he has the experience over Wade Barrett. Wade got cover.
An early cover is a smart thing. You want to isolate people while you can. But at this moment, the third man's going to enter the match, and that is R-Truth.
R-Truth. Don't tell him what he can be thinking right now. This man's very dangerous.
We mentioned before R-Truth having those strange thoughts that the company itself is out to get him. It's conspiring to prevent him from becoming a big name in this company. I don't honestly see how that's possible since he's in this match. But, you know, R-Truth can believe what he wants, and if he really wants to make a name for himself, he wins this match tonight.
Very much agreed. That was the point I was actually going to bring up. Oh, R-Truth. Very nice enziguri. Not enziguri, but...
That was is a shining wizard, I believe, something along those lines. But R-Truth has actually got quite an athletic background. A lot of people don't take him as being a fast-paced, wrestler, but he definitely can move around. And
here comes Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre's entering this match, and interesting immediate face-off between McIntyre and Barrett. These two could pound each other into the ground, which would be an advantage for Kennedy and Truth.
Scotsman versus the Englishman we saw momentarily. I think of Kennedy. Oh, Bulldog round to steal.
Kennedy working on everybody, knows how much it matters for him to be able to walk out of this arena with his title and still in his grasp. So he's actually doing a smart thing, and he's working little by little on everybody.
What McIntyre's doing? Oh, R-Truth, what's he thinking?
Wait.
What is R-Truth thinking?
On top of that chamber.
This is very dangerous territory. Oh no.
Oh! Wow, hard fall. Thanks to Drew McIntyre.
A bad mistake by R-Truth. That could cost him.
And at the same time, Shelton Benjamin enters this match. Ezekiel Jackson gets that advantage of being the last man to enter. Of course, knowing Ezekiel Jackson, he's probably really anxious to get into this match.
He's like a caged animal.
And it's dangerous for everybody else in that chamber, because there's nowhere to go.
I'm not sure if you can see it far away, but look at Ezekiel Jackson in that chamber. He's ready to go. Look at Wade Barrett caught Kennedy.
Such speed from Barrett, preventing Kennedy from making a big move on the top rope. And now you have Shelton Benjamin working on the knee of R-Truth. That can prove to be very smart. And you can hear the countdown. There it is. Ezekiel Jackson released from his chamber. All 6 men are now in the match. Now it is anyone's game.
Ezekiel Jackson, look at him. He's trying to find a target.
So he found a target in Wade Barrett, but R-Truth.
Kennedy throwing R-Truth back in.
And look at the strength of Drew McIntyre. Tosses him into that. Oh! Ezekiel Jackson working on Shelton Benjamin. We got Wade Barrett working on Drew McIntyre. We have a cover.
Kennedy,
Kennedy almost missed the first elimination.
It's going to be hard to call this.
I mean, there's action all over the place.
German suplex to R-Truth. Ezekiel Jackson.
Ezekiel Jackson working on Barrett. Tosses him to the turnbuckle.
Why is this the ECCW championship?
Oh! And we've drawn blood. McIntyre with that bulldog has been busted open. And there's a scoop slam. What a match we've had so far. And yet we have yet to see the elimination yet.
Kennedy with a neck breaker on R-Truth.
Wait, Ezekiel Jackson in the turnbuckle. Clothesline by McIntyre. McIntyre immediately on Barrett.
Taking out everyone. Wait. Cover on Wade Barrett. 2.
The ropes.
3. Oh. Wait. The resiliency of Drew McIntyre after being busted open, he eliminated Wade Barrett.
And that's what I was talking about with Drew McIntyre. He's got that ability to just use what he has, and he used those ropes to his advantage to eliminate Wade Barrett. And now he's immediately working on the champion, Kennedy. Ezekiel Shelton Benjamin being double teamed. It is dangerous to fight outside the ring, because outside the ring that is steel. You're gonna make contact with steel, and that is not what you want. Wait.
Oh, face first and a DDT. Another DDT by Mr. Kennedy.
And Ezekiel Jackson hit guy with a bulldog.
Look at McIntyre.
Future Shock DDT from McIntyre. Could he get another elimination?
Wait, no, R-Truth. Look at R-Truth.
R-Truth steals the
Look at
pin.
the 2. Oh, look at a huge elimination.
And R-Truth gets credit for the elimination, but Drew McIntyre did all the work. What matters is we are now down to 4 men, and the biggest man has been taken out. It's almost an upset, considering the size advantage that Ezekiel Jackson had, but we're down to 4 men. All 4 of these men have been fighting hard for that championship. And
see, McIntyre's busted open big time. How much does he have left?
He's wearing that proverbial crimson mask almost, but you can see Kennedy is still fighting hard. He's a fighting champion. Wait, Shelton Benjamin.
Oh!
Working on the knee. McIntyre and Truth.
Look at R-Truth. He's got him up. Big time suplex. Delayed. Look at Mr. Kennedy.
Green Bay plunge, I believe that was. Oh!
Another mic check.
A mic check on the Shelton Benjamin. Could this be
Shelton
another
Benjamin.
elimination? Here's the cover.
This be it for Shelton too. And Shelton's dreams of
It
becoming
is.
ECCW champion has ended.
And interestingly enough, we're down to 3, and each of these 3 men has 1 elimination apiece.
That's a good point here.
R-Truth working on Kennedy. Back suplex.
Oh. R-Truth dodged that close. Oh, wow.
Hit hard. And now, this entire fight is taking place outside the ring on that steel. Very dangerous place to be.
Not looking good at all.
Kennedy working on McIntyre. Oh! Face
Right.
first in the chamber. Wait, no!
Green Bay plunge. And R-Truth.
Look at R-Truth.
Still on the cover. 2. 3.
What is Kennedy doing?
Kennedy. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh
Completely misses.
no. R-Truth shoved him away. That could be detrimental to Mr. Kennedy.
It doesn't seem to phase him. We are now down to 2 men. We could very well see the ECCW champion retain in the Elimination Chamber. What a feat for Kennedy if he's able to do so. But at the same time, R-Truth has been fighting and claiming that he deserves to be at the top. And could he very well get that spot?
Mr. Kennedy came in at number 1, but it looks like R-Truth is suddenly making Mr. Kennedy pay for making that big dive.
Oh, the Truth Axe. Down on the neck of Mr. Kennedy.
What's he thinking here?
Oh.
What's he thinking? Lie detector.
The lie detector right to Mr. Kennedy. This could be it. We could be crowning a new ECCW champion. 2.
R-Truth has done it.
After all of the claims, after all the controversy.
And the truth has set him free here tonight as R-Truth is the new ECCW champion.
And you can see here, R-Truth did a lot in this match. But it was this, this was the beginning of the end for Kennedy. He made that mistake by jumping off the chamber wall. Was not able to recover.
He really didn't seem to know where he was at. He seemed to just...
It didn't help that that Truth Axe hit the previously injured neck of Mr. Kennedy.
R-Truth is the new ECCW champion. This is a great way to start off No Way Out.
This is exactly what this entire event is all about. The Elimination Chamber match. And this was a great way to... He said a tremendous way to start off this entire show. And congratulations to R-Truth.
Thing is, we still have 2 more Elimination Chambers to go. So we haven't seen the last of Brutal Hell.
What a match that was. You gotta wonder what Kennedy's thinking now that he doesn't have the championship anymore. But the night is not over, it's only just begun. That is only our first match, our first Elimination Chamber, but we still have more to go. And I believe up next is the United States title match. Excuse me. First, we're going to talk to Ashley.
The Grish and rapping again.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the Grish. I think that everybody needs to accept the Grish, but Lashley talking about his involvement in the World Title Elimination Chamber match.
He's moved up big time. He's bypassed getting another shot at the Intercontinental title.
I think that he's the guy to do it tonight.
Could very well.
We'll find out later on. But like I said before, I believe the next match we have coming up is the United States title match. I could be wrong.
It is. MVP defends against Batista, JBL, and Kane. Mick Foley made this match possible after MVP decided to walk out on all three of these men in matches and run away. JBL warned him he's going to come back to haunt you.
MVP is locked in the cage with three monsters. We'll find out if he has what it takes to walk out with the gold. Up now. And there it is. There's that steel prison known as the steel cage. 4 men are going to be locked in there.
Could be very well be no way out for MVP in this match.
You know, I honestly hope that. I will say that I would love to see MVP lose the title, but a small part of me wants to see him retain only so that I, myself, can beat him for the title.
Ooh, it could be something. Still in pursuit of that United States Championship. Anyway, here we go with the Animal Batista. Saturday night's main event. MVP decided to walk out Batista. Mick Foley made the match, and then Batista, Kane, and JBL all hit their finishers on the MVP, letting him know his time might be up.
And it's like, and the thing that gets me is, you know, MVP comes out and claims that he's a champion, and he walks around with the title, but he doesn't act like a champion at all. And it just sickens me that he has that he can claim the right to the United States title. When every time it's defended, he ducks out and wins by counting.
While he might not be the best champion of all time, you gotta give him credit to clinging on to that title at all costs.
Right, well, tonight is his last. It stops because there's no running in a steel cage match. There's no ducking out. There's no countouts. There's no getting disqualified. He is trapped in that ring with those three guys. And JBL, perhaps, is my favorite out of all these guys. I know I've had history with JBL. That's small history, but I definitely think that he has what it takes. He's probably he's definitely the most experienced, as far as I know, out of all the men that are in this match tonight. And I definitely think he's going to be the one to walk out with that title.
One thing about JBL is that his run in MVP's run, remember when JBL was the WWE champion, the longest reigning champion in history, JBL said he could do what MVP couldn't do. Remember, JBL held that title for 9 months.
I think this is the dark horse of the match. Kane recently, he had that history with Estrada. That dark past, but he's recently decided that he's going to start doing things on his own, and I actually respect him for that. So Kane definitely.
You two had a hellacious match a while back as well.
That's actually very true.
Kane is he's so unpredictable. This match, I think, favors Kane. I think Kane's going to be walking out the new United States champion. You can't undocument the feud that the many battles MVP and Kane have done. Remember, MVP, when he first came along the scene, Kane made him his target, but MVP won a cage match against Kane by escaping the cage.
You can see here comes the
and don't forget, he was burned alive by Kane.
That's true, but here comes the quote-unquote champion. This is the last night I think that we can declare that MVP is the United States champion. I don't think there's any way that MVP can escape that steel cage. And you have three monsters, three animals just looking to tear him apart limb from limb.
Well, they don't want to just tear each other him apart. They want to tear each other apart too.
That's true, but I mean, if any of these men are smart, they're gonna tear MVP apart limb from limb, destroy any chance he has of having a career, and then you work on the other two.
MVP might be facing total annihilation here in his brutal steel cage.
And there it is. There's the United States Championship.
Referee's going to be counting on the outside.
Because, as far as I know, there are no pins in this match. There are no.
Oh, you can win by pinfall submission or escaping the cage here.
Right, well,
the referee.
I stand corrected.
Referee will just have to be on the outside because it's just simply too dangerous for the referee to be in this match.
I think it's too dangerous for any of these men themselves, but this match is officially underway. You see there, MVP immediately trying to go after Kane. I don't know what's going through his mind.
And Kane, he's going after everyone now.
Kane has been looking to make a new statement for himself, and look at him. Classic MVP.
And look at...
Wait, what are you doing? Guys!
Kane! Wait, you got MVP trying to escape!
There it is. Batista finally gets to his feet. But Kane taking his eyes off the prize. You need to pay attention. This is a fatal four-way match. You have three opponents. You can't take your eyes off any of these men, because at any moment one of them can sneak out of the cage and that's it.
Just take advantage on Kane with a big boot, JBL with the clothesline.
And I guess to be an unbiased commentator, if MVP wants any chance in this match, I guess that's how he's got to do it.
Yeah, find a way to do something. I mean, he can hang with one-on-one, but three-on-one, there's no chance in hell of him standing a chance.
I think it actually favors MVP that there are more men in this match, because I don't think a single one of these competitors he's against is very smart. And, I mean, you saw Kane almost let him win in the first couple minutes of the match.
That is correct. And don't forget, MVP is one to take advantage of the opportunity. He's opportunistic. Remember, that's how he retained against you and Booker T at the Royal Rumble.
We want to talk about history. It was MVP's opportunistic nature that actually allowed him to be in the Elimination Chamber World Title match for last year.
It was. MVP just so crafty. But he's not looking crafty right now. He's getting his ass beat right now.
You can only be so crafty before you just start getting your ass pounded, which sounded a little gay, but I'm okay with that. You can see our MVP. Wait.
Look at this. See Kane now, just so much action here. Scoop slam the MVP.
I mean, Kane is on a roll. It doesn't seem that. I don't think I've seen Kane on his feet for more than a few seconds. And look at how using the cage didn't even allow Batista a chance. Finally starting to pay attention and realizes what he needs to do. Another scoop slam. MVP. I don't know what he's thinking, but Kane again on a roll. And look at JBL. Not a chance.
Oh, look at MVP now trying to escape.
But Batista's on his tail.
So far, I don't think we've seen a single pinfall in this match.
It's because this match is about more than getting a pinfall. You have to find a way to escape that cage. That's actually the easier of the two solutions in this match. You're not going to gain a pinfall in this kind of environment. There's no way to sneak a pinfall. And look at MVP again.
What if two men are trying to escape? Then let's say Kane hits a chokeslam and gets a pin. These two men can't break up the pin. That could be a way to win this match.
That's definitely a strategy. We'll see if that ends up happening. I think that's probably the easiest way for Kane to win. Kane is so big, it'd be hard for him to wait. There it is.
Choke slam.
Choke slam on JBL. Sends him straight to hell, but look at Batista already on his feet.
Right there to break it up. Look at MVP again.
MVP again. JBL is slowly losing his chances of winning this match. He's being beaten by Kane.
Oh, Kane, a big boot right to the face.
This crowd cheering for Batista.
Crowd is kind of awkward here. Look at MVP and JBL trying to escape. Oh, JBL face for wait, Kane.
MVP.
Kane. Choke slam.
Batista though. Batista gets to his feet. And Kane again, taking his eye off the prize.
Look at
again.
Choke slam.
Another choke slam from hell.
JBL. Look at JBL opportunity. The opportunity.
JBL's one only chance. But Kane. Oh, and look at that hard fall he took to the canvas.
Oh, look at Kane. Look at. Oh no.
Oh.
Kane was looking to hit the flying clothesline, but missed. Look at these men. Look at that.
Wait, look at this. They're working on Batista, but I think MVP is starting to climb.
Back body drop. Wait.
They're not even paying attention. MVP is going to steal this one.
Come on now, Kane. What are you doing?
MVP is on top.
Top.
And there he is. Makes his way to the other side.
Kane needs to make a cover real fast, but I don't think he can. Oh, MVP retained.
And MVP steals yet another victory, but this time there's no disputing it. I can't complain this time, but all I can say is MVP watching back. Here's the replay of what happened. See here, Kane paying too much attention to his other two opponents. You can see like a snake slithering out of the ring.
Kane, if he was just quick enough, a little bit more quicker, he could have made a cover before MVP's feet hit the ground.
MVP still holds on to that United States Championship.
And MVP is balling now, but don't count out yourself as another potential challenger again.
I never count myself out, and I hope that nobody else out there does either. Obviously, somebody's got to go after that title. I feel like I should be at the top of that list. But
You have a claim. You were never pinned in that match.
That's absolutely correct, but either way, this event is going to go on. You can see here the fans they've seen a lot of action, and here's the Intercontinental Champion.
Todd Grisham would be a good fit in DJW.
You're bringing the dish up in this bitch. That's absolutely correct. Wait, what do you... Oh shit, a rap battle?
Oh no! Oh, did that?
Come on, Grisham is harmless.
Calling him a loser like Rob Van Dam. Calling a horrible rapper just like Rob Van Dam was at being a bad guy. But up next, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. RVD, I believe he beat Jack Starr to earn the chance at Oshujax.
This match is experience versus, it's also speed versus strength. It's experience versus the new class or whatever you want to call it. Either way, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line, and I don't think that we can turn away RVD as quickly as everybody else might. And he definitely has been around for a long time. He's got that experience. He's proven himself. He earned his right to be in this match. Definitely could be the guy to make a short reign with Oshujax.
And what about the new attitude of Rob Van Dam as of late? Ever since he apologized to the fans have gotten behind him. He's put the past behind him. He's moved on. What do you think of the new attitude of Rob Van Dam?
I'm all for it. I think that everybody makes mistakes in their past, and you can't dwell on mistakes. As Because I mean, if you are honest with yourself and you truly believe that you can change, you know, then that's what's important, is that you believe in yourself and you make a name for yourself. For RVD to truly make that transition and become the Intercontinental Champion, he's going to have to go through the people here at WEDF that I know more than anybody, and that's Oshujax.
Oshujax, 6'8", 305 pounds. He's no small man. He's a big man.
But at the same time, RVD has taken down giants before. He's become the champion in the past by slaying giants. This may be David versus Goliath, but you gotta remember, David has won that match. David won that original fight, so you can't count on RVD as good as Oshujax is, as much as he has proven himself. He defeated Bobby Lashley to become the champion. You can't take that away from Oshujax, but at the same time, this is anybody's match.
The thing about Oshujax is this is his first title defense. What do you think is going through his mind right now in his first title defense of his career?
I mean, as a former champion in WEDF, your first title defense is the most important because it's what separates you from being a true champion from a transitional champion. I mean, if you lose it on your first defense, then nobody's going to remember that you were ever champion in the first place. So this is the most important win in his reign if he's going to move on past this event as champion.
Fans anticipating this match. This is RVD's mixed martial arts style, the kicks, the educated feet against the power and the brawling ability of Oshujax. Here we go. Referee rings the bell and we're underway.
And no surprises, our Oshujax starts it off with a pose off. I mean, just showing off his, that's what he is. He's a show off.
Well, Rob Van Dam coming right back at him with a Rob Van Dam chant, trying to get the fans into it.
And the fans are what make this company and this business what it is. WEDF is one of the biggest leagues in out there because of the fans.
Rob Van Dam, maybe he's trying to get into Oshujax's head right now. Rob Van Dam, the two-time Intercontinental Champion, the experience has the upper hand of Oshujax so far.
Not to mention, Oshujax is one of those guys who has a short fuse, and if you set him off and you get him on the wrong mindset, and that's definitely something that a veteran like RVD can take advantage of. And so Oshujax has to do his best to stay in his strategy and not let RVD get inside his head. And right now, looks like he's actually doing a decent job of that. He's using his strength to just, put a hurting on RVD.
Look at Rob Van Dam.
Oh, whoa!
Escaping. A big forearm right to the face. Oh, Rob Van Dam. What's he thinking? Whoa. Rob Van Dam!
The speed of Rob Van Dam cannot be ignored.
Rob Van Dam, the quickness and the pure athletic ability.
Look at him with those educated feet, that boot to the side of the head of Oshujax. And there's a cover. It's early.
1, 2, oh.
Not even a 2 count. I said it's early. Got to do a lot more work on someone like Oshujax.
Oshujax trying to come back. Rob Van Dam with the forearm. Right hand by Oshujax. There's 2 trading blows. Oshujax looking to get the upper hand. This is where the brawling ability comes into hand.
Irish whip. With the speed of Rob Van Dam again.
Another spinning heel kick. RVD's feet are just so quick.
After all these years of being in professional wrestling, RVD has not slowed down for a second, and that is what makes him dangerous. That speed with that experience. He can pull anything out of his butt, and you would never even notice it. But that was an unorthodox high knee. Oh, and a boot right to the face.
Oshujax trying to target the head area now of Rob Van Dam.
I mean, if he can disorient the brain, he could remove that. Whoa, wait! Look, he was going for a choke slam. RVD once again got out of that. Couldn't get out of that.
Oshujax saw that coming a mile away.
Working on that base, that lower back.
Oshujax now looking to use his size and power to ground Rob Van Dam.
He's going to work on a limb from limb, just tear him apart.
And now Oshujax, oh, big slobber knocker for clothesline.
Just pulls him right out of that turnbuckle and lays it on him. There's a knee. And right into a big boot. Oshujax is showing how powerful it could be. Oh, and a high knee, a hardly raised knee. This could be it. One, two.
Oshujax trying to evolve and adapt his game more, trying to add more to his arsenal. That hardly raised knee is just one of the brutal.
I mean, it's one of those moves that, as a man his size, really makes it dangerous for his opponents because he's so big that you wouldn't expect someone that size to jump up and get you with a knee to the face. But
you got cover. 1, 2, and Rob Van Dam showing the resiliency to kick out of that.
I mean, that just shows off the experience of RVD. He's been around. We've been talking about how long he's been around, and that doesn't make him necessarily someone that is out of his element. Maybe it just means that he's seen it all and he's done it all, so he knows how to get out of any situation. But
choke bomb. The thing about Oshujax is that he's got to stay on Rob Van Dam. Here's got another cover. 1, 2. You see, Rob Van Dam just kicked out, but Oshujax has got to stay on him. He can't get too frustrated.
You can see there Oshujax focused and actually was able to block that knee from RVD. But look at RVD.
Sending Oshujax out. Maybe Oshujax.
Looks like he's thinking of something.
Uh-oh, Rob Van Dam looking to go high risk. Rob Van Dam going over the top.
RVD is starting to take control.
I think Oshujax is getting a little frustrated right now.
I sure hope not for his sake. You can see there, he's actually staying focused. He just threw a hard punch to the face.
RVD didn't see it coming. Whoa, wait. RVD gets out of that.
This is anybody's match at this point. It's going to take a big-time move. Oh!
This could be the opening for Rob Van Dam now.
Looks like he's thinking of. There's that back kick by RVD. Working on those shin kicks.
This is how you throw a kick. Rob Van Dam now.
Oh. And RVD just continuing to show off how good he works with those educated feet.
Now Rob Van Dam, monkey flip as vintage Rob Van Dam.
You gotta start thinking that he's thinking about when he can hit that 5-star frog splash. He's held momentum for quite some time. Wait!
Turkey into a cover. Will this be it? 1, 2.
Oshujax able to kick out, but just barely, and starting to wear out just by kicking out. This match has been going on for quite some time, and that actually favors RVD.
Rob Van Dam now. Continuing. We see Rob Van Dam, you don't really see him go, usually you see him springboard up top. He's been beaten down so badly by Oshujax that he just can't do it.
I mean, his head is hurting so badly that, his equilibrium is disoriented a bit, but it doesn't prevent him from hitting kicks like that. It's going for a cover.
There's another one. 1, 2. Oshujax could be Oshujax kicking out.
Oshujax is still fighting hard and strong.
And the back and forth match this has been. RVD missing a kick there. Wait.
Oshujax counters and the Irish whip.
Oh! Sidewalk slam. This could be it. Oshujax is going to retain 2 and RVD kicks out.
RVD showing that resiliency.
Oshujax not showing any signs of frustration, just staying on the attack, doing what he has to do.
I'm actually really impressed with the way that Oshujax says, whoa, wait!
Rob Van Dam, oh, where did that come from?
I don't know. But it looks like he's going to go up to the top. This
Rob Van Dam!
Another one of those kicks.
Great kick.
I think you might be thinking about it now. Goes up to the top.
Up top, Rob Van Dam.
Splash.
No, Oshujax knees up.
Playing possum, what a strategy. There's that backbreaker. It can only lead to one thing.
Oh, Oshujax got RVD up. The FTS.
FTS by Oshujax. This has to be it. There's no way through everything that has been through that RVD is going to be able to kick out. Here's the cover. 1,
2, and it's done.
Oshujax successfully retains his title in his first defense.
A very strong defense.
I gotta hand it to him. He really showed just how much he can take against a veteran like RVD. It's a true test in his very first defense. Definitely earned a little bit of respect. You know, I don't have. Me and Oshujax have quite the past. If given the opportunity, I could definitely say some things toward him, but in terms of tonight, I can only congratulate him on his successful defense of his Intercontinental title.
Oshujax going strong. Go backstage for a brief moment now after this, but up next is Sheamus versus The Rock. That all started after Vince McMahon said, "Sheamus, you gotta prove something to me."
What a match that Sheamus wants to prove that he can be at the top. Let's see here, Oshujax just taunting the fans with his Intercontinental title. But again, like we said, up next is Sheamus and The Rock.
I believe so. This CPV here has been nothing short of brutal so far.
I mean, oh wait, here's The Miz.
Maybe it's Vince McMahon and Stone Cold up next.
Oh, there you go. I honestly don't understand the reasoning behind this match. I mean, I get that Vince McMahon is behind The Miz, and I don't blame him for being behind The Miz, but
I mean, his decision making is what led to this match.
I mean, it doesn't excuse him for what he's been doing lately.
And Vince is wanting Miz to be in his corner, but Miz says he's got to be ready for the WEDF Championship match.
Miz is going to be an Elimination Chamber match later on. He can't waste his time with this silly match involving Vince and Stone Cold. You know, he doesn't have time to worry about Vince McMahon. He's got to worry about himself. But Vince McMahon has to worry about Stone Cold Steve Austin, because up next, we're going to have an Extreme Rules match against these two.
Great fight between Stone Cold and Vince McMahon. This rivalry ends right now.
This all started because Vince McMahon, after the hellacious victory from
it goes further than that. It goes further than that. Ever since Stone Cold came back to WEDF, all Vince McMahon has tried to do is screw Stone Cold so that way he wouldn't be at the top. Remember at Survivor the 5th last year, that was a prime example of it. After Stone Cold retained in the Elimination Chamber, Vince McMahon, who became owner again, brought out Abyss and had it an impromptu match.
I actually do remember that, but in terms of the recent events that have resulted in this particular match, after Austin won the Royal Rumble match, Austin once again looked to screw him. He looked to force Austin's spot to be on the line in an Elimination Chamber match. He had Bret Hart put in Austin's place. Austin, it was going to be Bret Hart's fate as to whether Austin was going to be a part of the main event of WrestleMania 2. But lucky for the board of directors, looked to take Vince out of power. They put Mick Foley now in charge. And Mick Foley has made this match as well as the WEDF title match that we're going to see later on tonight.
The thing about Bret Hart is that he called out Mr. McMahon on Vince's recent action, said, you know what, let the talent decide who wins and loses. Don't let the company decide who wins or loses. Don't let the system decide on that.
And I actually agree with Bret Hart. I think that this company and those kind of actions should be up to the superstars here. It should be up to us to determine who goes on where. And Austin earned his right to be at WrestleMania, and Vince McMahon shouldn't have a say in that just because of his personal feelings.
The same thing happened with Danny Jackpot last year.
That's right.
And Danny really didn't do anything about it. Unlike Stone Cold was doing something about it.
I mean, it just shows you how much of a fighter Stone Cold Steve Austin is. And I mean, to be honest, I don't think Austin would ever take any kind of bullshit from Vince McMahon. He's been...
Oh! Vince McMahon, that's maybe it's still a little sign of desperation.
He's really going out and grabbing a steel chair. Oh!
Right to the
hit him
back.
in the leg.
Vince McMahon getting the early advantage. What is the strategy for the chairman here?
Get this match ended as quickly as possible. I think he has to, because I mean Austin is one of those guys that they can go for an hour and still have enough left in him to kick your ass.
Oh man,
that was definitely not very smart from Vince McMahon. Steel chair versus a Singapore Kane. The steel chair is
hard to try to add him.
Look at Austin, DDT right on the steel chair.
And McMahon no longer in power of the company. Mick Foley, the commissioner, board of directors, had enough of Vince McMahon's questionable decision making. This could be the very last time we see the chairman in WEDF.
I mean, it's in a way it's kind of sad because of the history of Vince McMahon in the professional wrestling world, but at the same time, you know, Vince McMahon clearly is not the same man that he was, you know, back when he first took in charge of the company. He's definitely starting to lose his rope. His age is getting to him.
Oh. And speaking of Vince, he's doing the same thing he's been doing for many years. It's gotten old, and
that's absolutely correct.
And like 40 superstars at least were thinking about leaving the company because of this. At least 40, Mick Foley said.
I mean, I can't tell you that I was one of those people, because I don't like to get involved in other people's nonsense, and I haven't been affected personally by Vince McMahon. He's actually helped me in the past. You know, it's kind of sad. You know, I mean, you think about just in the recent days of the WEDF itself. You know, Vince McMahon was actually the guy who helped me get revenge on Armando Estrada. He's the one who set up that steel cage match that I had with him.
The one Stone Cold won the Rumble, person he just simply hates.
I mean,
Vince McMahon just goes back to his old tactics.
I mean, it's just kind of sad. You think that Vince McMahon is becoming a new man. You think that at his age, he's starting to realize that, you know, this is about the superstars. It's about, you know, giving everybody a fair shot. And then as soon as something like this happens, he just reverts back to his old ways. And we forgot to mention that Austin earlier busted Vince McMahon open, and he's basically been on a rampage.
Vince McMahon just might have nothing left at all. Oh man!
Austin is not letting up. Austin is
Stone Cold letting many years, 2 years worth of frustration now on the chairman.
I mean, every time Austin gets an opportunity to take out Vince McMahon, he puts everything into the match.
Oh! Whoa! This match is 3 years in the making. Basically, ever since WEDF ever started, it's been Parsis Corporate Cabinet, the JBL, just everyone. John Cena in the past, their rivalry, which involved Vince McMahon. Oh no, this is not looking good. Oh!
Oh! Didn't go through the table, but his leg hit it on the way down, and that hurts almost as much as being put through the table itself.
Vince McMahon's out.
And look at Austin setting up that table, and nothing good can come from that. Perhaps this is what everybody wants to see. I honestly can't complain, you know, as much as Vince is helping.
Oh! Vince McMahon is just a crimson mass.
I mean, you have to wonder. I mean, this could. Like, I mean, you mentioned this could be the last time we see Vince. You might be right.
After Stone Cold gets this beating, I don't think Vince McMahon wants to screw with any more superstars ever again.
I don't think that he'll have the mental capacity or the physical capacity too. I think he's going to be in the hospital too much to even get that right. Oh!
Stunner! Wait a minute!
Immediately!
Stunner! Can we see a trifecta of stunners? Yes, we will!
There's the hat trick.
Stunners!
If it doesn't end here, then I'll honestly be surprised. You can see the carnage. Yeah, Vince's body's been thrown everywhere. This is the cover. This is it. There's no question. That's the end of this match. And I don't think anybody is surprised by the outcome.
Stone Cold has waited 3 years for this.
If anything, I'm surprised that Austin was so lenient on him. We know what Austin's capable of, and he really was easy on Vince McMahon.
I don't think it was easy as he thought he might have been. Maybe he could have gone even more, but Stone Cold did what he wanted to do. And now he awaits whoever's going to be facing him at WrestleMania.
At this point, all he can do is be patient and wait. And Austin has been around for over a decade, almost 20 years. So at this point, Austin's going to sit back and he's going to continue to do what he does, and he's going to move on to WrestleMania and to the main event. The question is, you asked was who would he be challenging for the WEDF title?
Could very well be anyone. It could be very well be CM Punk, The Miz.
That would be a huge match, especially with the history that those two have had. But we're going to find that out later on in our main event. Elimination Chamber match for the WEDF Championship. We also have another Elimination Chamber for the World Heavyweight Championship. But up next, we mentioned this earlier. I think that this is what's going to happen now. I may be wrong. Who knows? We'll find out soon enough.
Sheamus versus The Rock, I believe.
But tonight's actually been a lot of fun.
It has.
I've really enjoyed what we've seen so far. I mean,
some superstars have prevailed over being No Way Out. Here we go. It's No Way Out for Sheamus and The Rock now. I mean, this match all started after Sheamus was told by the chairman to make an impact after he failed to get the job against Samoa Joe at the Royal Rumble. So Sheamus made an impact by attacking The Rock.
Here comes the Celtic Warrior right now, and this is a huge opportunity for Sheamus. I mean, Sheamus has been looking to break out amongst everybody else, and this is definitely his chance. He definitely set his standards high. He went after one of the most electrifying people in sports entertainment, and if he can beat The Rock tonight, then that very well could be his way into getting into WEDF title hunt.
Could very well be. Say about Sheamus. He was sent back with Drew McIntyre. Right, here we go with The Rock. We'll get to that later on. Here comes the People's Champion. The fans are on their feet.
I mean, it feels like no matter how long it's been, how long he's here, The Rock will always be the most electrifying man. He'll always grab that main attention, unlike any other. And I may not personally like The Rock, but I always respect that ability.
A few weeks ago, The Rock had an interesting backstage stare down with the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Maybe The Rock Maybe he's not 100% of this match. Maybe he's thinking, maybe Rock's Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 2. That could be big.
That could be big, but right now he has to focus on the man that he's looking across. He over 250 pounds. Sheamus is a large dude, and he's not. A lot of people don't realize how big he is until you get in the ring with him.
Rock's just as big as Sheamus, though. He's about 265.
I think the Sheamus might have him maybe a little bit, but right now the Rock is just taking it to him.
Rock didn't like being attacked blindsided for many weeks. He's gonna make sure Sheamus pays.
And right now, Sheamus is getting a hurting on him. And oh wait, Sheamus is trying to fight back, exchange of punches, but the Rock again.
Samoan drop by the Rock, paying honor to his past. The Wild
Right.
Samoans and Rocky Maivia. I mean, not Rocky Maivia, but Rocky Johnson.
The Rock is a third-generation superstar, and his family is. He comes from a wrestling family, period.
Sheamus, turning the tide already. Felt like more of a street fight than a match.
I mean, you gotta expect that when you have these two kind of guys. Both of these guys are all about, laying down those punches and brawling it out. Especially Sheamus. You see here, Sheamus he's not pulling wrestling maneuvers. He's simply just pounding into the Rock's body and making it hurt. This will not be a technically sound match, and you see there, that is not a technical move. He's just pounding the head into the canvas.
Now, giving mounted punches to the People's Champion. Now Rock, Sheamus misses that punch. Rock trying to fight back now. Sheamus reversing. But Sheamus going for... Oh! He's trying to make the arm a target now.
That might actually be a smart strategy, considering, you have the People's Elbow. If the Rock could go after if the Rock's arm is injured and he goes for that People's Elbow, it could actually injure him on impact more than Sheamus if his arm is hurt.
Could very well prevent the Rock from hitting the rock bottom as well, or applying even the sharpshooter.
That's right. Not a lot of people think to target the arms, but when you're an all-around fighter like Sheamus, you know to target every single part of somebody's body, because you never know what kind of advantage it can leave you. And you can see there's Sheamus immediately putting the Rock back in the ring. Oh wait,
Sheamus! Planting Rock with that suplex.
It's almost like I have no idea what that was, to be honest. But Sheamus immediately on the attack, but Rock counters. It's a knee by Sheamus, looking to take control of this match.
Sheamus!
Just a simple suplex rolls it into the cover.
2. And you see the Rock might not be 100% here after the Rock faced Miz, in which Miz walked out on the Rock. Sheamus brutally assaulted the Rock again, hitting him with the ring bell, and then the Celtic Cross. Not the Celtic Cross, but the
High Cross.
Yeah, the High Cross.
Either way, it's Sheamus' signature move. And if we see it tonight, we can definitely see the Rock be put in a bad place. But the Rock right now is looking really nice right now. He's staying on Sheamus, and Sheamus turns the tides with that belly to belly.
We got to cover. Because Sheamus pulls this huge upset. 2, no! Say upset because that would be a huge upset.
This actually would be an upset for Sheamus to win this match. I mean, as impressive as Sheamus has been, The Rock is easily his toughest opponent to date here in WEDF. And to defeat The Rock would only mean big things for his career. Sheamus with another cover.
1, 2, and the kick out back to The Rock. The thing about The Rock is, back in his first 2 years of WEDF, he was practically unbeatable. I mean, he was a top dog for 2 years until he met John Cena. he beat John Cena though, but ever since that WrestleMania encounter, things have been up and down for The Rock since then.
I mean, you talk about the history that Cena and The Rock had. Cena actually defeated The Rock on their last encounter. And perhaps that, not being able to defeat him could be in the back of his mind.
Rock coming back with his clotheslines. Rock flying out of that submission hole that Sheamus had at low. Now the Rock, look at this. Suplex.
Just a textbook suplex throwing The Rock. And look at him stalking Sheamus.
Could he be thinking rock bottom now? Here we go. Rock going for no. Sheamus with some elbows. Sheamus coming right back. Another backbreaker.
I mean, that is the smartest strategy that he could have, is just to continue to to work on the back. Another cover. One, two.
Two again. Rock kicks out. Rock is so resilient. Oh no. Oh, Sheamus planting The Rock.
Just throwing him into the mat.
1, 2. What? Oh, a Rock kicks out again. What does Sheamus got to do to beat The Rock now?
I mean, Sheamus has to go for either the brogue kick or the high cross. I think either of those two moves could definitely take him out, and I think that based on the experience... Wait!
Rock! Oh!
Rock is starting to learn. He's adapting. Counters that backbreaker. But Sheamus...
Oh, wait, Sheamus now! Coming right back!
And look at Sheamus just taunting The Rock.
Oh no, Sheamus. What's the kick?
The brogue kick. This could be it. No!
The Rock!
What is Rock thinking?
Oh, no!
Another brogue kick. Look at The Rock.
Rock didn't... Oh my!
Look at The Rock.
I'm not sure how he's doing this.
I mean, no one is like The Rock. And look at The Rock. Spine buster.
Injured head and all. I'm not sure how he's doing this.
But he's doing it. He throws the elbow pad. The most electrifying move in all of entertainment. Here it comes, the people's elbow. Connects.
Rock injury and all. Yes, he gets the cover.
2.
2.
And it's it. No. Sheamus somehow kicks out. Sheamus showing just how much
that
he
guy
can take. What is it going to take for Sheamus to be put away?
That could be very well the Rock's last breath here.
I mean, he had one shot.
And again!
A third brogue kick. This has to be it. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and it's over. No! Again.
Kicks out again! What is Sheamus? Oh, Sheamus is going to end it right now.
Here's the Irish curse. And here comes the exclamation point.
Here we go.
Setting him up for the high cross. Powerbomb. And there it is. I don't think that there's anything that The Rock can do at this point. 1, 2.
And what a win for Sheamus.
Sheamus surprises everybody with a huge win against The Rock.
I mean, after The Rock kicked out of that third brogue kick, Sheamus didn't stop the assault. He continued.
You have to remember, The Rock didn't just lay down. He gave Sheamus a people's elbow. Not many people have ever kicked out of the people's elbow, but Sheamus can have himself to that very short list, and he can see here, this was the move that gave him the ultimate victory, the high cross.
Rock showed a lot of heart. You know, he had frustrations, that maybe gave him the ability to kick out of 3 brogue kicks. In the end, Sheamus prevailed over The Rock, and this could only mean bigger things for the Celtic Warrior.
I mean, this was one of those kind of victories that, there were no titles on the line, but, man, so much more was on the table when Sheamus took it and he ran with it. What a win for Sheamus. Great White. Look at him just landing victory over The Rock. So we have Tiffany backstage. I think the Grish unable to interview due to Oshujax's attack earlier.
both Big Show and his
Wait, Hun? What? Okay.
I think that's Jericho's female expression for hypocrite.
Oh. Well, up next we have the Tag Team Championships on the line. Degeneration X looks to take out Jeri-Show to keep those titles, but can Big Show and Jericho finally take DX out? We'll find out right now.
The thing about this is that Jericho and Big Show have basically had two different partners wanting to target DX.
I mean, this is...
At Edge, Big Show had Kane. Kane and Edge walked out on them, and those two formed an alliance. But they still had personal gain against DX.
This might be the right place at the right time for these two. You know, like you said, the two of them were in other tag teams. They pursued the tag team titles with the previous partners. They were left in the dust, and now, I mean, this is... When you think about the experience between these two and the contrast in the way that they fight, this could very well be the tag team that can finally take out Shawn Michaels and Triple H and win those tag team titles.
The thing about Jericho is they're motivated. This is their final chance against Degeneration X.
But at the same time, you cannot ever count out these two men. Easily one of the most experienced active tag teams in wrestling, period. Shawn Michaels and Triple H have been doing it for so long that they've almost written a book on it. I mean, you can see there they still have those titles are still at the top. Triple H is throwing those glow sticks, of course.
I want one.
Hey man, I want one too, so maybe they throw one in our direction, but right now their focus should be on keeping those tag team titles and finding a strategy that will help them against he's probably the two toughest opponents to date.
Well, they had their hands full with Kane and Big Show, but ever since Kane and Big Show had a losing streak against DX, that's what tore the team apart. Jericho overheard the conversations like, you know what, Big Show doesn't deserve this. He's going to make it up, and we're going to team up together and take out Degeneration X and win those tag titles.
I'll be honest with you, if the Big Show and Jericho do not win the tag team titles tonight, if Degeneration X rocks out and retains their gold, I don't know who's going to be able to challenge them at this point, because I think that what you have with Jericho and Big Show is the best collective tag team that could take on Degeneration X right now.
Here we go, this match is underway.
You see Jericho and Triple H are starting the match off.
Jericho gets whipped. Clothesline by Triple H. Jeri-Show made personal attacks on Degeneration X. DX not happy about that.
I mean, part of the strategy of Chris Jericho, you know, for the past few years, in terms of his match, you know, his match strategy has always been getting in the minds of his opponents. So I definitely think that, you know, if he can do that with these two, then he's already one step closer to beating him.
Shawn Michaels and Jericho, longtime rivals. On Saturday night's main event, Jericho actually beat Shawn Michaels in a hellacious match.
A very grueling match, but right now this is a tag team environment. These, you know, the conditions are different. And you see there, that's one of the reasons why Shawn Michaels is able to tag in Triple H. And because they're such an experienced tag team, they're doing the one thing that is almost a stable weight.
Pedigree! Wait.
No. Jericho is able to counter out. But
Jericho's quickly out.
But prior to that, I was going to say that the textbook rule of a tag team match, and if you want to win, is isolate your opponents. Keep your opponent in your corner. And Big Show, it looks like, is doing that right now. He's keeping him on the right side of the ring.
So he went for those boxing jabs. show a boxing background. Actually, oh,
those chops, that hard smack from the Big Show. Oh,
no one home there. And Triple H, oh, big clothesline.
Taking down the Big Show is not an easy feat, but the Triple H made it look easy. Triple H, of course, has been around for so long. I don't think there's anything that he hasn't seen. Oh, Shawn Michaels.
The teamwork coming into play now.
And there's a chop. They might be going for another cover. Oh, look at this. What innovative work tag team work from these two. Oh, Shawn Michaels, no one's home for the moonsault.
Oh, there goes Triple H.
And this is a dangerous place for DX to be. With Big Show in the ring with Shawn Michaels, the size advantage is clear. I mean, Big Show is the world's largest athlete. Nobody sizes up to him in the ring. Makes the tag to Jericho.
And now Jericho. It's a snap suplex to Shawn Michaels.
Look at him just taunting him by kicking him in the head.
Ducking. And now Shawn Michaels! Forward over DDT!
And this is his opportunity to get the pin. Or recover or tag, something like that.
One. Ooh.
I meant to say get the tag, but he went for the cover like I accidentally said. Shawn Michaels, maybe perhaps a chance to take control. Jericho counters him.
Going for the neck like Jericho's side headlock now. Michaels countering. One from behind. It's two trained wrestling holds now.
And this is classic old school chain grappling wrestling. And that's what makes these two so dangerous, is that when it comes to that technical ability, these two are two of the best.
Oh! It ends Ezekiel right to the back of the head. And now Jeri-Show looking to isolate Shawn Michaels.
This is a weird. This is a weird situation for Shawn Michaels to be in, but you can see he tried his hardest to get the advantage, and oh no.
Oh no.
Big Show just ramming his head into the steel steps, but look at Shawn Michaels.
Fighting back.
Shawn Michaels has to do the smart thing and go for a tag, but he might not matter. He could be counted out.
A count out would not gain Jeri-Show the tag team title, so.
But I don't think that that's how Shawn Michaels wants to wait.
Oh! Shawn Michaels taking advantage of the veteran. Now look at Shawn Michaels.
Top.
Big was in trouble.
Oh!
A moonsault. Can Shawn Michaels capitalize? Can he get that 500-pound dead weight into the ring?
I mean, he's got to make a tag at this point. No matter how well he's doing against the Big Show, the size advantage is apparent. He's got to make the tag. Goes to the top, and that's a mistake. A rookie mistake by a veteran, Shawn Michaels. And look at the Big Show.
Going up on the second rope. Oh no, boy, slam.
It's a long way to fall. Jericho now in the ring. Goes for the lion saw, perhaps. But
going home. Shawn Michaels, I'm surprised he's not going for the tag. Maybe Shawn Michaels having too much pride. Reversal right, Shawn Michaels.
Kips up.
Classic Shawn Michaels. And here we go. We're recording atomic drops.
Those are vintage Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels is in the wrong corner. I'm not sure what's going through his mind. He should know at this point that this is the time to get a cover on, or to get a tag into Triple H.
Maybe Shawn Michaels thinks he can get the victory. He's got a lot of momentum right now.
look at Shawn Michaels going up high, elbow, no!
Oh, completely misses with that elbow. And now, wait. Jericho.
They roll him
looking to
over.
lock him into the walls, and there it is.
Walls of Jericho locked in. And Triple H there to break it up.
Triple H was able to break that up with ease, and now Jericho does have control.
There's a bulldog. Jericho now. Can you wait, Shawn Michaels?
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Jericho landing on his feet.
And there's another scoop slam.
Look at Shawn Michaels now. Flying elbow drop.
Wait.
Here we go. Looking to turn up the band. There goes Big Show. DX. Here we go. We'll switch to music. No.
Oh, Jericho ducks him.
And then Jericho.
Jericho again with the walls. This time he's in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for Shawn Michaels to go. Wrenches it in, but Triple H again.
Triple H saved his partner, but that could cost Shawn Michaels now. Reversal in the wrong
Big Show
corner.
gets tagged in, and on a very weak Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels should have tagged in a long time ago.
The Big Show on the top rope. At least it didn't hurt.
At least it wasn't a 450.
I think you just had to bring that up. Anyway, sidewalk slam. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Of course I had to bring it up. That thing will haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life.
It's gonna haunt Oshujax too. Big Show shoulder tackle.
Oh god. The Big Show, look at this.
Shawn Michaels needs the final way to make a tag. It might be too late.
Looks like Big Show might be looking to end this right now.
Go for the choke slam. Wait a minute.
Oh!
DT.
Make the tag. There it is.
Can he make the tag? Yes, he does.
He makes
Big
the
tag
tag.
out.
It's way overdue.
Jericho and Triple H are in now. A right hand knocking down Jericho.
Triple H is the fresh man. He can look to retain those titles. There's that Harley Race knee by Triple H.
Triple H has all the momentum. He's on fire. And the clothesline now. Now right hand. Wait, Jericho reverses. And now Triple H. Face buster. Now Triple H. Spine buster.
The double A spine buster to Chris Jericho.
Game is rolling up. Oh, Jericho, throw to the eye. Veteran move.
Gonna do whatever it takes. Oh! And a bulldog.
Tag to Big Show.
Big Show might be the one to get it done. And oh no, look at this.
Choke slam. Triple H can't handle it this time.
And this time, this could be it. He goes for the cover. 1, 2.
Shawn Michaels can't get there in time.
Shawn Michaels is too exhausted from before. We have new tag team champions. Let's see.
Jericho done it.
I mean, you can see here, this is what it was. I mean, you saw here, Shawn Michaels spent way too much time in the ring, and it ultimately cost two of them the tag team championship.
And that thumb to the eye is what turned the tide for Jeri-Show, allowing Jericho to hit that bulldog and tagging Big Show, hitting the choke slam for the win. Jeri-Show are now the tag team champions.
And this was the opportunity that they were looking for. Looked like new partners is what it took. DX has finally been dethroned as the tag team champions.
When our question remains, what's next for these two tag teams?
And up next,
Cena.
huge grudge match between John Cena and Danny Jackpot. You can see Cena making his way to the ring.
You see, this all started when Danny Jackpot was whining about not getting a chance to compete for the Elimination Chamber. Cena called him out. Danny said, oh, you're not seeing the last of me, which led to Danny Jackpot costing Cena against Alberto Del Rio. And this match came all to be. And it's going to be the #1 Contenders match for WrestleMania 2. Who's going to be the number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship? And the fans are on their feet.
Here he comes. The C Nation is on their feet. Here
we
comes
go.
John Cena.
John Cena, here we go.
Wait, what is he looking at?
Oh no!
What the fuck?
Where did Danny come from?
Holy shit. This must have been Danny's plan this whole time. Look at him.
Oh
running
no.
to the ring. The match hasn't even officially started. John Cena can't get up.
Danny Draper, you can tell he has some respect for Cena at least, but come on now. This telling the ref to start counting. Cena's hurting. This match is underway.
I gotta say, I think things are starting to make sense now. You know, a few months ago I threw away my orange pants. It looks like Danny Jackpot pulled them out of the trash.
I know Danny Jackpot, making sure Cena does not get in that ring. And Danny Jackpot, you know, this all started at bragging rights. And those cold eyes of Danny Jackpot just took out Christian. He's been obsessed with trying to get the World Championship. He took out Rey Mysterio as well.
I mean, Danny Jackpot used to be one of the fan favorites. Wait!
John Cena! Keeping up! Wait a
Attitude
minute!
adjustment! Here come... No! Danny is able to counter him. Cena's just too weak.
We got a cover now. Not this way. Come on, no. Oh! Cena kicks out.
But, like Danny said, Cena could still fight. He's still a fighter. He could very well come out after that hellacious attack from the stage. Oh no.
Cena was trying to come back. He just could not do it. Now, Danny, big clothesline. This obsession of Danny, another cover. 1, 2, and Cena kicks out. Danny's actions has just been cold and calculated, just obsessed with that World Championship, doing whatever it takes.
I mean, I used to be such a fan of what Danny stood for, because Danny was like, you know, it used to be that Danny was that guy that, you know, he was the man that would fight for what he earned. But now it looks like he's doing whatever it takes. He's just become desperate, and it's ugly.
Back suplex. Much as I think John Cena hasn't never give up, I just don't think John Cena can make it. There's that one kick KO. I just don't think John Cena can make it. He still hasn't gotten his wrestling gear off.
And there comes the cash out.
Making sure he cashes in for WrestleMania.
And here comes the cheap cover. I mean, this was barely a fair contest, and Danny Jackpot steals it from John Cena.
Just disgusting yet clever at the same time.
This could have been the match. This could have been the best match of the night. These two could have put on an amazing match that people would have talked about for months. But instead, the only thing they're going to talk about is how cheap Danny Jackpot is and how he stole the #1 contender spot.
Now Danny Jackpot is heading to WrestleMania. He's got frustration ever since last year. And Danny Jackpot, the way he won was just disgusting.
And at the same time, you know, I can't, you know, I have to give him credit for thinking of the way that he, you know, what he did. He is still the #1 contender no matter what. So
the question is now, who is he going to be facing?
we're going to find that out next, I believe. Because I believe up next is the World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match.
Yes, it is.
We haven't seen another. Wait, Prince Abyss and Mark Henry. What are these two talking about?
These two had a stare down a few weeks ago on SmackDown.
And here's the World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle.
This is a part of that Elimination Chamber. Speaking of that, Kurt Angle, the champion. Here we go. This World Championship is on the line. Christian, Abyss, Angle, Del Rio, Lashley, Edge.
who will survive the most hellacious structure in professional wrestling. We'll find out right now. And there it is again. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship. You can see the chamber is up high. Here comes the World Heavyweight Champion himself.
Yes, here he is, Kurt Angle. The fans are on their feet now for the world champion. So let's turn over a new leaf thing. He can win battles on his own.
I mean, it's interesting to think that, you know, this is another one of those redemption stories. You know, just a few months ago, Angle was doing whatever it took to become World Heavyweight Champion, including creating a group known as the Angle Alliance. And, I mean, the mission was clear. That was for Angle to become World Heavyweight Champion. Slowly but surely, members of that group would turn on Angle, would turn their back because they realized that it was not right for one man to be so greedy. But you know,
once Angle gained that championship and took Kurt Angle, beat Jeff Hardy, Undertaker, guys like that, Kurt Angle realized, why am I doing this for?
And I have to be honest with you here, the man that's coming out right now, I have to say, the most overrated superstar in WEDF. You know, earlier I said that Drew McIntyre was the most underrated. This guy is the most overrated. I do not understand for 1 second what Alberto Del Rio is doing in this match. There is no reason, in my opinion, that
he didn't even earn his way. He beat John Cena via Danny Jackpot interference.
Exactly.
And then he thinks he's all that and decides to provoke Kurt Angle and says he's the best Olympic gold medalist in Mexico and threatens to break Kurt Angle's neck. But says, you know what, I'm just going to wait till the Elimination Chamber to do that. When it's my destiny to become world champion.
I mean, you talk about the qualifying match that he won, you know, he didn't even defeat Cena fairly. Danny Jackpot interfered and Alberto Del Rio picked up the scraps. That's not a fair qualifying match. That's not the way that you earn your right into this match. You earn it by defeating somebody fair and square. Alberto Del Rio did not fairly earn his right, so he doesn't deserve this shot.
You think you know me?
Here comes the rated R superstar Edge, who could become a 5-time world champion when it's all said and done tonight.
Edge is the most successful superstar in terms of reigns here in WEDF, and he very well could move up another World Heavyweight Championship reign.
Edge created some big-time controversy a few months ago when Vicky Guerrero had Goldberg go through hell after Dolph Ziggler and Oshujax and Danny Jackpot couldn't get the job done. Edge came out after a Mark Henry ambush on Goldberg. Edge taking up the scraps to win the World Championship, but then lost to that Survival Series Championship Scramble. Ever since then, Edge and Dolph Ziggler has been going at it. And then Dolph Ziggler, on the past SmackDown, had to attack Vicky Guerrero and put her through the steel steps in our match. And Dolph Ziggler's been stalking Vicky lately. That's just not fair.
I mean, here comes a man that it's been quite some time since he's held the World Heavyweight Championship. He's looking to get back into being the best in the on this brand. Remember the history that he and Edge had back right after WrestleMania.
The draft, Christian cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and then returned the favor and beat Edge again at Lashing Back in that TLC match, which could very well be the match of the year.
I mean, if you ask me, up to this point, there hasn't been a single match that has meant more or been as entertaining as that TLC match. But right now, it's all about the Elimination Chamber, and Christian is looking to once again hold the top title here on for SmackDown.
That is correct, and Christian not only he has the number of Edge. I mean, he's beaten Kurt Angle before too.
And Christian deserves to be in this match, just like champion, just like Edge. Oh boy!
Very much my dark horse here.
Here comes Bobby Lashley, you ask me, I think Bobby Lashley is the man that is going to do it. He's going to come out on top. He is easily the most powerful man in this contest.
And what a role he's been on. I mean, even after he lost the Intercontinental Championship, he continued his role. I mean, he said, you know what, I'm not going back after that Intercontinental title. I'm moving up. I'm taking on the big dogs now, which he referred to in that interview earlier tonight.
That's right. That interview with none other than the British. Bobby Lashley looking to make his place in this business apparent. He wants to be the top. He very well deserves to be up there, so we'll find out if he can do it in this match.
Oh no! Oh my!
Now here's the question for this match, because we know what Abyss is capable of. The real question is, does he still have it? Because he doesn't have that undefeated streak that he once had.
But ever since that loss, bro, Abyss has refound himself. He's regained his dominance. It's like he never lost it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, he may be making it, he may be showing it on the surface, but I think deep down that loss is still in his head. I think that, deep down it still chews at him. And so, an environment like this might be where it finally gets to him. And, I'm not saying that he doesn't stand a chance, because he definitely can be up, he definitely will be up there in terms of who has a chance.
The thing about it is that he had a hard time putting Bobby Lashley away. I mean, back in the day, he could put Bobby Lashley away like that, just like he did Goldberg at Summerfest. Since the two. And speaking of Bobby Lashley and Abyss, look at them starting it off.
I mean, this is a huge way to start this off. The two strongest, the two biggest, the two most dominant forces in this match, perhaps in WEDF altogether.
I think Bobby Lashley, he's learned from the mistakes. I think he can take Abyss. Oh, Abyss showing some agility there. Abyss is very agile for a man his size, and sending Lashley out.
Well, you got to remember that Lashley has that amateur background. He could, while Abyss is...
Oh, wait a minute!
Whoa.
Oh my goodness!
Just threw him over the ropes onto the other side.
But Abyss catches him. These two are just slugging it out. These two powerhouses.
This is just ridiculous. Wait a minute. Here comes the ultimate opportunist.
Oh! Gets met by Abyss immediately.
This is almost a bad place for Edge to be in. It's in the ring with two huge, monstrous forces, and I don't know how much of a chance he really stands tonight.
Oh, Lashley!
Well, it's just the three of them.
If I'm Edge, I just let these two slug it out, and then pick up the scraps. That's what I would
seem like that's what Edge is doing. He wants to get in here.
This is uncharacteristic of Edge. And now Edge-o-matic. We got to cover. One. Oh, Abyss kicks out in one. Just like that. And Lashley belly to belly. Now Lashley Abyss again going at it.
And here's the countdown. Entrant number 4. Alberto Del Rio.
Could it be his destiny? Nope. Gets that right. Met with a shoulder block.
And I don't understand why Alberto Del Rio is in this match. I don't think he deserves to be in it. He didn't earn his right to be here.
Oh my, look at Lashley. Oh no, this is not good for Del Rio. And oh no, Del Rio, oh no! The Edge and Abyss going at sidewalk slam. You got to cover now. 1, 2, and Edge kicks out.
Edge much more resilient than that.
Let's go to your next entrant here. Brings slowly starting to fill up.
This could be like the ECCW chamber. Here comes the world champion.
Oh, spine buster.
But this could be like the ECCW chamber where all 6 men end up in the ring at once.
Could very well be. Angle, you see him and Edge teamed up. Now Angle, German suplex under Abyss. Angle, a suplex machine. A back suplex on the Edge. And Lashley belly to belly. Del Rio now going after action, just picking up big time.
You can see Alberto Del Rio working on Edge. And Abyss working on Bobby Lashley, and Kurt Angle now working on Alberto Del Rio.
Angle is that he's wants to make a point to Del Rio. Give me the next one, uppercut.
Here's the last entrant, Christian.
Captain Charisma, this could very well favor him.
I mean, he's had rest. He's been able to sit back and watch as everybody else starts to slowly wear each other down. And look at this, Del Rio being double teamed.
By Angle and Abyss.
Perhaps everybody else is on my side, on the same page as me. They believe that Del Rio has no reason to be in this chamber.
Well, you just can't count out Del Rio, though. He could very well be the sneaky champion here. You can't count out any of these men.
I sure hope not. I honestly would pull for any of these men. I think that my favorite right now is Bobby Lashley, but I sincerely hope that you are not correct in that Del Rio could win this match.
Well, if Del Rio wins, I think the arena's going to go silent. Oh, man. Big time powerbomb. Now the German suplex on the Lashley. Look at Abyss. Edge on the outside. Just
look at
so
Christian.
Retarded.
Christian with that float over DDT, but
and Lashley and Abyss came out on Del Rio. Christian with the kitchen sink.
Christian and Edge working against each other. Now Kurt Angle's working on Christian. Lashley working on worked on by Abyss.
Kurt Angle! Angle slam!
Oh! Edge could be the first elimination. Cover.
This could be it. 1, 2. No, Edge kicked out.
And look at look at Abyss.
Del Rio's in big trouble. Oh no!
A huge powerbomb on Del Rio. Abyss is just laying it on Alberto Del Rio. He could... Wait, Christian.
They get to the monster. Abyss beat Christian a few weeks ago.
Hey, look at Christian in the turnbuckle.
Oh man!
A pendulum kick. Christian eyeing Bobby Lashley.
Ankle
Wait,
slam.
he's eyeing Del Rio. Here it is. The kill switch engaged. Del Rio is out. First elimination could be right here. Here's the cover.
1, 2, 3, and 3. Del Rio is eliminated.
And when I'm right, I'm right. I mean, I know that there are people out there that are fans of Alberto Del Rio, but he just proved why he did not deserve to be in that match. Look at this, Christian now being double teamed by Angle and Abyss. Edge is working on Bobby Lashley.
Look at Lashley. Wait.
Just
Angle slam.
Oh, Christian could be next. Christian being covered.
1, 2, and 3. Christian's eliminated.
Christian got that first elimination, but he becomes the second elimination. We are now down to 4. The champion is still in this. Look at Edge and Lashley. And look at Abyss.
Angle's in trouble.
Oh, just a huge choke slam. Wait. Look at that face buster.
Edge is in big trouble.
Oh, look at that clothesline to the turnbuckle.
And now look at Abyss.
Oh, no.
Oh no, Edge is in big trouble.
There's the tombstone. He's setting it up, and this is going to
Ankle
be
slam,
it.
no.
Wait, oh, Lashley counters, but two.
Two, we got to cover. Three.
And Edge
We're down
becomes our
three.
third elimination. Abyss on a roll.
Oh, man.
Could Abyss get another elimination right here? Two. No.
Out.
Lashley kicks out. Lashley was my pick to win it all. I could.
Wait a minute. No, wait. I thought.
Lashley and Abyss now in the ring.
Look at Lashley.
Sends Abyss to the turnbuckle. Oh!
Splash.
A huge splash.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Is this a strategic move?
This is excellent strategy.
I mean, this is why Edge and Lashley have been champions in the past, and this is why Angle's the current world champion. I don't know why I said Edge, but this is why these two are so good at what they do. They're so smart in the ring.
This is very wise strategy.
I mean, Abyss is clearly the bigger of all three of these men, but when a 2-on-1 assault, there's no chance. But look at him; he's still fighting back.
Oh man, choke slam. Angle.
Oh, Angle gets countered, and look at this.
Oh no, Angle.
Choke slam number 2 for Angle, and it is.
Abyss looking to make sure Angle ends here. Here we go.
Oh wait, no, counters it. And
Angle
look at
just
that.
have it.
Lashley right on Abyss as soon as he counters.
This is excellent strategy here. Just stay on them. European uppercut.
Irish whip. Oh,
And a German suplex.
it lands on the neck.
Lashley came in. Oh, look at Lashley. Look at this. Spine buster.
What a spine buster. This could be it.
One.
Oh, even a 2 count. It'll take a lot more to take out Abyss.
German suplex. Now Lashley, look at this. Look at this. He just scoop slammed Abyss.
And look at
And
this.
now, here we go. Angle slam.
Angle slammed on Abyss. Angle gets the cover.
One. This is no.
Not even a 2 count still.
Look at Lashley.
What is it going to take out the monster Abyss?
Lashley now taking his turn, belly to belly, snapping those hips. Lashley, that's spear. That's spear.
The spear could do it. Here's the cover.
1,
2.
2, and Abyss is gone.
Lashley takes out Abyss. In fact, they both do. And look at this matchup. Oh!
No, DDT. Lashley was the first 2 of the entrance here. Kurt Angle number 4. Lashley is no doubt fatigued.
Lashley has outlasted all 4 previous men, but at this point, it is anybody's game. Lashley has proved himself.
Who's going to WrestleMania? Oh no, Kurt Angle!
Oh!
The glass!
Chamber breaks. But look at this.
Angle, oh man! He just threw him across. What does Lashley have left?
I mean, who knows at this point? We've seen Lashley do a lot, but we've never seen him go through this much. But look at him. Still fighting back.
Look at Lashley. Look at his strength. How does he do this?
Stalling suplex. Just holds him. Oh!
Look at Lashley. He's feeling it. Wait, what is Lashley doing? This is uncharacteristic. Now Angle! Angle! That is vintage Kurt Angle.
Goes for the cover. This could be it once again.
2. And Lashley again kicks out. Who's going to be world champion? Who's going to WrestleMania? The headline.
Whoever it is, they're going to go in pieces because they are going to take each other to the limit.
This is amazing here. Wait, Lashley. Called it a clothesline.
Lashley looks to end this, but Angle counters him.
European uppercut. Angle now. German suplex.
Another German suplex.
This has been an amazing encounter. Look at Lashley now.
Lashley looking to end this one. Could it be another spear? No.
Back body drop. Maybe setting up Angle for that spear. Look at Lashley go.
But Angle
no,
counters
Angle.
him.
Angle now going
doing?
up.
What is he doing? Oh.
Oh. Angle now. Cross body.
An unorthodox move from Kurt Angle.
Oh,
Thinking
no.
about it again.
No.
No.
Kurt Angle.
Angle,
No.
think about your career.
No, this is
Oh
the
my God.
last year. The frog splash. This is
has-
it. 2.
And
What?
Lashley somehow kicks out.
How did he do that? What does Angle got to do to beat this man?
I don't know what it's going to take for this match to end.
Hey.
We might be here all night at this point. Lashley again with another counter. This could take all night for all we know.
These two men are just running on pure adrenaline, just instinct. And now Angle going for that. No, Lashley counters.
Countering once again.
Oh, look at Lashley now. This is one of his finishers, the running power slam. 1, 2, and Angle kicks out.
Another kick out. Incredible. This has been one of the toughest fought matches I've ever seen here in WEDF.
Who's got the pride? Who's got the desire?
I mean,
Who's got
whoever wins this is definitely going to deserve it when this is all said and done. I mean, at this point, we've completely forgotten about the other 4 entrants.
Look at Lashley.
Oh!
The spear!
Spear!
Could we have crowned a new world champion? Here we go. 1,
2.
2.
Here's no. Oh my God.
Oh my. So look at Angle. He called him. Wait a minute.
Angle.
Angle. What's the ankle? Ankle lock. The ankle lock locked in.
If Lashley taps, Angle retains. After everything, this is not what we would expect to see a tap out.
The veteran instincts of Kurt Angle. Look at Lashley was trying to set for something else. But Angle, the veteran, just countered.
Still holding on. The longer he holds it, the... Oh, wait!
He rolls him over. Oh, no, Angle. German suplex.
Another suplex just dropping him on his neck.
Angle could be setting up for the end. The fans are on their feet.
Oh, here it comes. The trifecta.
Here's 1. There's 2.
He can hit a third one. There it is.
3 German suplex.
Vintage
Now,
Kurt Angle.
now can he go for that Angle slam this time? He goes from behind. Here we go. Angle slam. Yes, it
This
connects.
time he connects. I think that's the first one that he's hit on Lashley. This could very well be the end. After all this, we don't know. Here's the cover. Is this it? 2.
2, 3. Kurt Angle retains. But what a battle from Bobby Lashley.
This has been... You know, we talked about match of the year before. I think that this is definitely a strong contender for it. If not for anything, for just the one-on-one matchup between these two men. I mean, you see here, Lashley with that power slam. An Angle was a little bit fresher and has a lot more experience.
And in the end, Angle hits that Angle slam. Well, what a battle Lashley gave Kurt Angle. And you have no doubt that Lashley is going to be a world champion very soon.
But right now, the world title stays with Kurt Angle, and nobody can dispute otherwise.
Kurt Angle heading to WrestleMania. Looks like it's going to be Angle versus Danny too.
I That was how the season started, and this is how it's going to end. What a victory for the world champion.
Fandango showed us a lot here. He showed the fight of a champion, the heart of a champion. Pretty much Danny's the bad guy, Fandango's the good guy. His roles reversed last year.
Time changes, and so does a lot of things change, and some of them don't. But one thing is for sure, and that is that Fandango is the world heavyweight champion. And at this point, we only have one match left. And it is going to be a big one.
The WEDF Championship.
Here's one of the competitors, AJ Styles, making his way to the... Wait, what?
John Morrison!
What the hell's going on?
John Morrison clearly did not like the way of how AJ Styles qualified for the Elimination Chamber, where he qualified with Vince McMahon's help after Morrison said, you know what, I don't want to throw myself in here. I want to earn my way up, and Morrison's clearly frustrated about that. They want to make sure AJ had no part. Well, what they consider, is AJ even going to make it now?
I can't think that he would. He just got laid out by John Morrison. But I guess we're going to find out soon enough. The WEDF Championship is on the line. Orton, Styles, Miz, Lesnar, Samoa Joe, and CM Punk. And it's all for that title right there, the WEDF Championship, the most coveted championship in this business. And here comes the first competitor, Brock Lesnar. Controversy in his qualifying match. I mean, I was there, of course.
Yep.
We all saw it. It was a very good match up until the end.
So give us in depth of what happened there.
Essentially, I had somewhat of an advantage on him, and then I mean, my head's a little hazy on the whole incident, but I think MVP got involved. I was hit pretty hard, but you know, I can't be mad at Brock Lesnar. He did win. You know, I have nothing against Brock Lesnar. I never will. You know, he's definitely a tough competitor, so. Might be surprised to hear that, but I don't have any ill feelings for Brock Lesnar myself, so. Here's a man.
This could be a dark horse like Lashley was.
Here's a man.
Samoa Joe. And he basically qualified after being Sheamus at the Royal Rumble. I mean, Sheamus approached Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon denied him and gave Samoa Joe the spot instead.
I mean, no surprise that's why Samoa Joe is here. I mean, even after the performance Sheamus put on, Samoa Joe was able to defeat Sheamus. And so he rightfully earned his spot in this match. And as you said, he's the clear dark horse. You know, still hasn't been here not long enough for anybody to really know a whole lot about him. Wait!
John Morrison!
I think our questions have been answered. It appears that John Morrison is going to replace AJ Styles. I don't know if this is something that was made official by McFoley or if Morrison is making the executive decision on his own, but right now there isn't a whole lot that you or I can do about it, so John Morrison is now making his way down to the ring.
And this is uncharacteristic of John Morrison. Lately he's been so appreciative and respectful, but maybe he did this for outright revenge based on how the way AJ presented himself coming in the company, and Morrison just flat out did not respect that.
You know, I have mixed feelings toward this whole thing. You know, I don't think that anybody should. I don't think that what Morrison right was did, but at the same time, I kind of agree with why he did it. I don't think that. You know, I don't think that AJ Styles should be placed on top the way that he was. And oh boy, here comes my favorite in this match. Here comes CM
Punk.
CM Punk.
I gotta say, I just don't know what people see in this guy.
Here's what people see in him. All right, CM Punk is a fighter, and no matter what he's put through or what he does, you know, he fights to get what he wants. You know, I don't always agree with why he does things, but I agree with his results. You know, he doesn't make excuses for himself. He just gets things done. You know, I don't agree with his.
I just see him as a guy who competed in front of 1,000 people before.
Excuse me?
Who had to work his way up. I mean, he was like that nerd for many years until he had to win his before.
That's right. He fought from the ground up, and that's what you have to respect. And here's Randy Orton, who has actually recently made his return to the main event picture. He was the United States champion just a couple months ago, but right now he's looking to move forward into the main event, become the WEDF champion again.
The fight for Randy Orton, it could very well be his chance to get back at the top.
And this is one of those environments that might favor the mental, you know, the mental stability of Randy Orton. You know, he's the kind of guy that, you know, he's snapping and dropping a hat. And that could be very dangerous for everybody else in the ring.
And here he comes. Here comes the face of the WEDF, The Miz, the WEDF champion. And I must say, as much as I like The Miz, he put it upon himself to be put in this match.
I'm surprised that you're not defending him endlessly.
I mean,
it's no surprise that you're a fan of The Miz, and I actually like him too. But as you said, you know, his tactics lately have been very underhanded.
I mean, sure, he beat Kofi clean, but did he really need Vince McMahon in his corner?
I don't think that Vince
McMahon
I don't think that Vince McMahon has any business being anywhere near this whole situation. This has nothing to do with Vince McMahon. This is about The Miz. It's about the WEDF Championship. And Vince McMahon just, you know, if it weren't for Vince's meddling, he would still have his job here.
He would. And the thing about Miz is that he had to go through Hogan. I mean, the way he didn't beat Hogan, he had to cheat his way in that. Hogan could have been champion by now if it wasn't for the antics of Vince McMahon and The Miz.
And right now, Miz is going to start off this match. If he wants to retain the title, he's going to do it from the beginning. And right now, he's got a very tough Randy Orton to face. And Randy Orton is just laying it to him with those uppercuts.
The thing about it, do you think Mick Foley had a little hand in this, making Miz coming out number one?
You know, I'm not going to put fingers. You know, I mean, it very well could be. Wait, whoa!
The Viper.
Look at that.
Striking early. That modified. Oh, wait, Miz! Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No one in trouble.
Oh, just lands right on the steel. I mean, these two are going to tear each other apart before anybody else gets a chance. And you can hear the countdown, the fans. 3, 2. We're going to get our first entrant. Oh, boy. Here comes the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And you gotta be worried for the other two opponents. But look at Orton.
The thing about The Miz is that Vince McMahon said he'd screw anyone he wanted to make anyone he wants at the top. But I think Bret Hart brought up, what if Miz said, you know what, I don't like this idea. What's going to happen then? If Miz says no to Vince McMahon, is he going to get...
If Miz had said no to Vince McMahon and he was still in power, Vince would have just gone to his next favorite, you know? The problem with the old system was that it was a boys' club, and Vince McMahon was the one who was in, you know, complete control of everything. It was, you know, oh, what's that? You don't want to be my, you know, you don't want to be my go-to guy? Well, then I'll just go to number 2. And then number 2 becomes number 1. And so forth. Right now we see John Morrison, but back to what I was saying, you know, Vince McMahon completely controlled everything, and now that that's not the way it is anymore, you know, perhaps we might see a change in champion, but see there, John Morrison gets a bulldog from the champion.
Miz and Morrison have had a long history.
I mean, they used to be former tag team champions. You know, they were one of the cockiest tag teams in all of professional wrestling.
Then Morrison turned on the Miz.
Morrison turned on the Miz and then began to succeed.
He did. And think about this is that we have 3 of the participants from last year's Money in the Bank ladder match in which Morrison won. Miz, Morrison, and Orton.
And you talk about just the way that things have changed. I mean, you look at the fact that, you know, Morrison turned on the Miz and then began this long road to success. You know,
Miz had to work his way up.
And then Miz becoming frustrated, almost kind of emulated the same attitude that Morrison did. And
coincidentally went after Shawn Michaels when they got his championship from him.
That's right. And now, you know, it's look at that nice STO type move from Samoa Joe.
Oh, look at Samoa Joe. Look at him. Oh, man.
Just manhandling John Morrison. And we forgot to mention CM Punk has now entered the chamber.
Look at Samoa Joe and CM Punk. They have a lot of history.
I mean, there's a lot of history between everybody in this match. There's, you know, and it's almost weird because, you know, I mean, you look at Miz and Morrison, you look at Miz and Morrison, you look at Samoa Joe and CM Punk, you look at Lesnar and Orton, and the history just continues to flow. And here comes Lesnar right now. I mean, it only makes sense if he goes right after Orton, but instead he just goes after the closest man.
Wait a minute. Look at we thought about it. But Orton was already going after Morrison. Miz is going after Brock Lesnar.
Oh! Did you see that Samoan drop by Samoa Joe?
I did.
Lesnar cover the champion.
1, 2, the previous Golden Boy.
Wait, what?
Brock Lesnar. What?
Why would Lesnar do that?
That was CM Punk that broke us up.
I'm sorry, why would CM Punk do that? Lesnar almost eliminated the WEDF champion.
Oh wait, RKO! Where did they come from?
Morrison could be the one that first eliminated.
1, 2. No, what? He kicked out. I was going to. Miz and Lesnar were going at it. Those are previous 2 favorites of Vince McMahon. I like to bring up.
I mean, we know who Vince wants to win this match, but at this moment, that doesn't mean a whole lot of anything.
Morrison keeping up.
And Lesnar with the back suplex on CM Punk.
The Bulldog. Look at Samoa Joe. Oh, look.
A full Nelson.
Full Nelson. Wait. Orton breaks out of it.
Orton immediately goes after Samoa Joe with a drop kick. Still looking to get an elimination. Oh! Double team on the Miz. And a low blow to Randy Orton.
Miz beat Morrison at Survivor Series to earn the chance at the Royal Rumble. So much history here between all these men. It's just so much hatred.
And it seems like they're doing whatever it takes to...
CM Punk just launched himself.
Oh, another STO by Samoa Joe.
No eliminations, but fatigue could be setting in for all these competitors.
I mean, at first you would think that the advantage would go to Brock Lesnar because he was the last one in, but it's been 6 men for so long that advantage is long gone. Look at more. Oh! Clothesline by Orton.
And there goes Miz to the outside. Randy Orton now. Scoop slam. The power slam.
And Lesnar chops Samoa Joe, excuse me.
Get Morrison! Oh man! He went a bit too far there.
He went high risk, and that's why it's called high risk. The risk was not greater than the reward. But he's still on his feet.
Morrison landed hard, but...
Now look at CM Punk. Oh. Wait!
Wait. Skull crushing finale!
The Miz. Punk could be the first elimination.
1,
2.
2.
No.
Punk kicks out. RKO.
Oh, another RKO.
The second one to Morrison.
Morrison.
I don't think he can get
Eliminated.
2, 3.
He is the first elimination. It makes you wonder what could have happened had he not taken out AJ Styles.
Many can wonder. Samoa Joe going after Orton. Wait. Miz to revise. It looked like he went for.
Look at Samoa Joe working on the arm of Brock Lesnar.
It's it. Pushing finale.
Again on CM Punk. This could be it this time.
1,
2.
And CM Punk is eliminated.
CM Punk could not get it done. Oh!
The Viper strikes.
The Viper once again. Could he get a second elimination?
2, 3.
He does. He eliminates 2 people. We're down to 3.
Eliminates his former rival, his big-time rival.
And oh, look at that kick. Samoa Joe. What the fuck are you guys doing?
You're not supposed to do that, Miz. Maybe Miz wants to eliminate everyone for himself, I guess.
I mean, at this point, why would it matter when you could simply let the people get eliminated and then let your opponent get worn down in the process?
There's a back suplex.
Think about how much momentum it took for Orton to get that suplex onto Samoa Joe, the bigger man. Oh!
That's STO.
Running STO onto both men. And Samoa Joe looks to...
That's well flip there. A drop kick.
That was a running senton.
The right hand sending Samoa Joe out. Oh no, Orton's stalking his prey now.
Oh no. Orton's not thinking what I think, is he?
RKO, oh man!
On the steel.
And
Cover
Samoa
on Joe.
Switch position. RKO was so effective that Samoa Joe just went into another direction.
And we are down to our final 2. And you gotta think, Orton is on such a roll that it's gonna take a lot for The Miz in order to retain his title, but The Miz has actually gotten lucky with Orton's eliminations.
Who has the most left in the tank? These are the first 2.
We started with Orton and Miz, we're gonna end with Orton and Miz. But Orton right now has got all of the momentum. He's got him against, oh no.
Uh-oh.
Viper looking to strike. This could be vintage Orton.
Oh!
The spike DDT from the second rope. And look at him.
Randy Orton's feeling it. Wait, no, Miz.
Miz fighting back. But Orton continuing with those heavy strikes. Looks for that. Looks to go for that. That's innovative suplex again. Oh!
Oh!
Power slam. Stalking him again.
It's time to
go for the RKO.
No!
Miz the counters. Turns him over. Skull crushing finale connects. The Miz could retain.
Can he roll him over?
Is this his...
Can he do it? Yes. 2, 3.
The Miz retains the WEDF Championship. Oh, man.
The Miz has done it.
I mean, you're going to see the replay of this entire match, and Orton did most of the work. But in the end, all that mattered was that Miz was the last one standing. You see here, I believe this is the moment we're going to see when CM Punk's elimination by The Miz. The Miz's only elimination aside from Randy Orton. And you can see there's the turning point. He counters it, gets to the four-person finale, and gets the cover. You may not like it, but you have to at least respect on some level the fact that The Miz, through everything, survived the Elimination Chamber. Started at the beginning of this match.
He showed the heart of a champion. He showed the resiliency. He showed why he is the face of the company.
As far as we know now, it is official. The Miz will take on Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania, but this is the end for No Way Out. I'm Homer.
And this is Frank Dog. What a night we had. We can't wait for WrestleMania now. The road to WrestleMania 2 has just gotten closer and closer. Good night, everyone.